Dude, the TikTok jersey or thing is fire. I'm like, what are you Oh man, I'm not ready.
I'm
Wait, I don't need to do shit. I don't need dice or nothing. Let's do this.
Yes, you do. You have a fucking player character, you dummy.
I don't need it.
Right.
Y'all have never talked to him since I introduced him in the beginning. He's unnecessary.
That's not true. Oh God.
Hold on, I've got to. Very loud.
That's why I turned it down.
I couldn't come up with an excuse. I'm stuck. I'm not going anywhere.
Hey guys.
Well, there goes Ulvin.
Yeah, there goes Ulvin.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Jeff.
Right here. I didn't go anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jeff, aka your Twitch master, your Twitch Torchmaster. And no, I'm not a doctor, but I played one on TV once.
We don't talk about porn.
I didn't say whose TV.
No, that was my doctor career.
It was my TV.
I am here once again to welcome you to the wonderful System Overload. And for those who can't understand things through glitch, that's System Overload, where we explore many different systems and try to find out exactly nothing. We just explore systems and have fun and try to stitch a story together. Normally, I'm your Twitch master and the game master for these events, but this week I'm not. And as of this system, I'm not. So I'm going to just hand the reins over. Jay, take the wheel.
Hi, I'm Jay. Sometimes I go by Jameson, but that's usually professionally. And I am not a professional. My name is Jameson Oxford, a.k.a. Jay Oxford, and I'm going to be your game master for Numenera. I don't believe they have a special term for this one. So game master will do. Numenera is a D20 system, similar to a lot of the ones you've had, but it's a little bit different in its rules. And I'm going to be also playing the side character of Durzen, I believe I named him. Durzen, yes, that's him. He's a dark elf from a D&D game.
It is Durzen. I double-checked.
Yeah,
it is Durzen. I made notes.
Yeah, it's Durzen. I know. And he's actually from a D&D game, but that hasn't come up yet, along with his pal, played by Jeff.
Yes, I will be playing a character. So today, instead of the man behind the screen, I will be joining you as Zoland, the jongleur, who is from some sort of different world than this, for sure, for certain. And I can't wait to see whatever this has to hold. Joining me.
Hi, I'm Henry. I play Malix. I was a frogman, and now I'm a man. And I'm a clever delve who acts without consequences. Thank you for joining my TED Talk.
All right. And joining him.
Hi, I'm Tony. I play Roland. You're a lovely, lovable dude.
Yes, the princess was Jeff.
All right, so...
Okay, yeah. And joining him...
Okay.
It's some fucking weird fat dude with light up ears. I don't know. Some fucking random pacifier. They kind of pulled me off the street. I guess I'm playing some dude named Dalen. Got lightning in his blood. And I don't remember his character voice.
Ever.
Again?
He never remembers his character's voice.
I'm pretty sure he's like Australian.
Well, that was the last system.
Last system he was Australian. Is he still Australian this time around?
He could be. Doesn't have to change that
We'll
much.
find out.
We'll find out. Anyway, they'll find out a lot of things. Numenera is an interesting game. It also moves pretty quickly, I've found. They have sort of progressed very rapidly, despite the fact that the system seems to be based on the back and forth over abilities and items to determine a roll before it is even rolled, they've still managed to move through this quest rather fast. Last time, they all awoke, as one does on system overload. In new bodies, in a strange land, their party makeup was once again a little bit changed, as evidenced by the fact that Malix has suddenly shown back up, apparently. He doesn't recognize everyone in the group because they weren't there originally. And same for them with him. They all woke up with a couple of new characters played by me and Jeff. We have not been seen before, and we are low-key from, like I said, old D&D games, though different versions. And my character gave them a brief rundown of the fact that they are caught in overloads, that he doesn't really know what it's about, but the best thing they can do is stick together, try to work out whatever they're doing, and hope they can survive. And if they can, they'll make it into another one. And hopefully maybe they can figure something out together, but he's just as lost as they are. He just has been through it a couple times. Almost as many times as Roland.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a while now.
He's been doing it for a while. Roland's the pro. As they moved through this strange dungeon, they found several very creepy rooms filled with various traps and treasures. Mainly traps, mainly horrible things. There was the weird liquid that tried to possess you guys that was very flammable. There was a room. Yes, yeah, that would probably be the correct word, though it's not accurate.
I thought I was going to get burnt.
No, you guys did great, so you don't get to know. But yeah, it would have been bad. I really wanted it to happen because I would have put a lot of pressure on the next GM to figure out what that means.
Yeah.
Can we go back to that egg room?
It's never too late. I encourage you to investigate all through this creepy dungeon. Numenera, for those who didn't watch the last episode, is sort of a sci-fi-esque future fantasy world. It is magitech more than magic. Things are so progressed that they look like magic, but really a lot of the magic comes from nano bots and high-tech equipment that nobody really understands. You can control fire. Really aggressive cough in there. And so the stuff they've been finding has been really strange for our let's call it fantasy style RPG heroes who have suddenly found themselves in this world.
Definitely used to a more traditional fantasy style world. What have you put me in here?
Destiny meets Alien versus Predator.
Who's the Predator?
That feels right. No comment.
Did he?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Did he did it again?
Did he done did it?
I knew Diddy.
Diddy is a Predator. I will not confirm or deny that he's in this adventure because there are rooms you haven't visited. The freak off is still on the table. Last time, you guys ended by finally reaching in a very large room that seems to have had a jungle that has grown in it. The vegetation from the outside seems to have seeped in and has just grown amok. You cannot see far ahead of you guys. And there, even though it is dark and you can't see too well, you can feel things skittering across your feet. There seems to be a very, very vibrant living biome within this room. And you just, even though it feels cramped because there are lots of trees around you guys that you have to hack your way to get through, something tells you this room is quite large. And that's where we left you guys. And before I ask what you do, I know you guys did take a lot of room in the hallway where the flame trap kept getting you guys. Would you guys like to discuss the rules in this game for healing and rest?
Sure.
Yeah?
I'd love to know the rules.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me pull that up for you.
Are they fucked?
No, actually. They get fucked. But the first time you do them, it is pretty, like, if you take a rest, you get some health back, and it's very easy. Let me pull up the exact rules for it.
I officially hit 40 gifted subs.
Look at
Nice.
you.
You psychopath.
Yeah.
It's okay to hold on to your money.
I know it is, but I love you guys more.
I appreciate that about you, bud. All right.
Thanks, bud.
Also, it's nice to see that the new computer is helping with the lag because the time difference between the stream and our actual chat is not that much anymore.
Chew. Upgrades, people. Upgrades.
All right. So, as we said before, if any of your pools become 0, you become impaired. If another pool reaches 0, you would become debilitated. And if a third pool is emptied, you will die. But recovering points in a pool is as simple as taking a recovery. After losing or spending points in a pool, you recover those points by resting. You can't increase a pool past its maximum by resting, just back to its normal level, which tracks for most games. Any extra points gained go away with no effect. The amount of points you recover from a rest and how long each rest takes depend on how many times you have rested. None of you guys have rested yet. You get to make a recovery roll when you rest, and the first recovery roll only takes an action. You can literally do it without stopping anything. A recovery roll, so a recovery roll is 1d6, and you add your tier. You guys are all tier 1, which is essentially level 1.
Hey, max roll, baby.
You can recover that to any pool you wish.
Oh, yeah.
If 1d6 doesn't quite cut it for y'all, the next recovery roll takes 10 minutes.
Yes, I see my little character sheet has the little buttons. So yeah. First one's quick, the next one's long, then it's even longer, then it's the longest.
Yes. So you can recover up to essentially 4 times in a day. The final one is 10 hours long.
You have a character sheet with buttons?
Yeah.
Nice.
Lucky.
Yeah. I tried to tell I sent a link for all of y'all to make a Roll20 character sheet, but
I couldn't figure it out.
So
I'm not smart enough.
So all of you should be getting 1d6 plus 1 if you rest, or if you make a recovery roll.
I'm max.
I'm my speed's back up to 11.
I'm not taking mine.
Yeah, if you guys do not take, or if you guys take more than 10 minutes, let me know. If you guys want to take the 10 minutes, let me know. Whatever you guys decide, but I do need to know as a group.
I got max. I'm good.
I'm not taking
With
one.
the first roll?
Only down by 3.
Okay. So everybody just did 1. All right, cool.
Like I said,
I
didn't take one.
I didn't hurt you enough.
You hurt me pretty good, but I rolled
I
an
thought I
action,
had.
so.
I am quite tricky.
I had.
I am quite tricky.
And just a reminder, it only heals 1 pool. You
Yeah.
can, I believe you are allowed to spread it out. Yeah, you can spread it out however you want if you had more than 1 pool that took damage. But you do only get if you got a roll of 7, like you said, max, and you had like 3 damage in might and 6 damage in your speed pool, you can spread them out, but it's still only a 7 total healing amongst both pools.
So you don't have to spend it all in one pool, but it is that is all you get is 1 roll.
Yeah, you got 3 pools. Yeah, you could heal the might for 3, and then you would only be able to heal 5 of the 7. I think my math is off of my example, but you get what I mean.
I understand. What do we want to do next? Should we just jump into the character? What are your thoughts here? What are we doing?
Is it bad that I don't really remember how to play this game?
It has been a little
It
while.
has been a month.
Yeah.
I don't want us to get too locked down in rules, but I'll give you a primer. Anything that you want to do basically boils down to a d20 roll. You typically don't add anything to that. For the most part, I will just set DCs for you, and you can negotiate with me why you think that DC should be dropped. Usually they are dropped by 3 at a time. Like if I say it's DC 15 that you have to beat, you say, well, I have this kit that makes me better at that. Can I use the kit for this roll? And I'd say, oh yeah, sure. We'll drop it down to 12.
Yeah, because it goes in sets of 3 for his end.
Yeah.
because it's
On my end.
difficulty 1 through 9, I believe.
1 through 10. Yeah.
Is it all the way up to 10? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all the way up to 10. A difficulty 10 is a DC 30. It's supposed to be impossible. It's supposed to be for people who are like high tier players who have a lot of tools and gimmicks in their bag of their characters.
Mhm.
If you have a trait from your character that says you're charming and you're trying to negotiate with this person, I say, well, he's really not into you. It's a DC 18. You can be like, I have charming now, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll drop that down to a 15 now.
And
You
I'm
know?
blameless.
And then, yeah, stuff like that. I'm charming and I'm blameless, and chicks dig me. So,
Real quick, how long were we in the last room for, time-wise? In game?
time-wise,
Yeah.
In game
Oh.
time wise.
Probably like a total of like a minute and 30 seconds because we got hit by the fire and then we tried to immediately rush through.
I'd say
Yeah, like,
I'd say
not
way
even a
longer
minute.
than that, but
I don't think it was more than a minute. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think it was more than a minute, but it was a tense minute. Like, you guys,
Yeah.
once the trap triggered the first time, you guys sort of did the pressure plate thing.
Yeah, we,
But the way
we
you
chewed
handled
the
it-
fat
I am-
on it for
I am
sure.
still floating.
Like,
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
no, you got thrown to the ground by me, didn't you?
My float spell is still cast, so I still have 19 minutes of
float
the
around.
ability
Oh,
to-
okay, I see what you're saying.
19 minutes. That is a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
time.
because,
to
float.
because as part of my class, I get it for 20 instead of 10.
Down below you, as they're hacking their way through the foliage, you're just still like leaves hitting you in the face because no one's helping you up there. You got to hack your own foliage.
Yeah, whack your own fucking foliage. Anyways,
I'm only floating like a half a foot above the ground, but I am floating.
Yeah. There is more to it when it comes to the rolls. I will address them again as we get closer because there are ways for you to improve your rolls, but it involves spending from your health pools. Your health pools are the same as your like ability pools, and you can spend points to increase your roll, or to decrease the difficulty technically, but increase your rolls essentially.
up one, down the other.
The game actually encourages you to do so that you do not fail rolls, which is one of the reasons why I am trying to swing pretty hard when you do. So, like, when you guys got hit by the fire, I hit you as hard with it. The traps are dangerous if you fail. So you always want to try to make it easy to clear that bar that I set any chance you get.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Abs and Tootly.
I am gonna. Zalond is everybody's like moving through, and Zalond takes a second, and he kind of like strokes his chin. He kind of feels this sort of like tech integrated with his body. Then he but then shrugs it off, and takes his backpack off his back for the first time, truly, and goes, all done. One moment, please. S'il vous plaît. Merci. And he just starts looking through his shit. And because he realizes that he hasn't really done that thoroughly. And this is his first time going around, but it's now effervescently clear, which is a fun way to describe it, that this ain't the same fucking shit he knows. So he starts looking through things that were on his person that were easy. It was like a small little, it's like not quite, it's like a bag, but it's like a hard bag, like a hard saddle bag full of tools. So it's like, okay, the tools. That was what was on his belt. He'd already kind of played with those. He finds like his rope and
I was pretty sure that I told you to look through that stuff before we got here.
yes, but I didn't. What can I say? Very.
I don't remember my character's voice either, so I'm just going to kind of match his because we're supposed to be same race from another system. This works for me.
But I'm doing it now, huh? And then he pulls out a circular stone plate with a human face. And he looks at it. And he just stares at it for a while. And then he puts it up to his ear. and then he pulls it back away, and then he puts it up to his ear again, and then he turns it at all of you, and then he goes, any guesses what this might be? And it is, as I said, a circular stone plate with a human face that occasionally changes expression or appears to speak, but has no voice.
Durson shrugs at you.
It looks to me like I do believe that is a plate with a face.
It certainly is a plate with a face, huh? You are very smart, Mr. What was it, Malix?
Yes.
Wonderful. More to the point is
Not very helpful.
why do you have it, huh? This is more the question I was wondering. Does anyone else have some weird thing on their person?
This is above board. Did these just appear in our bag, or
These are,
as far as
These have always.
this is my oddity. So yes, this comes with the world.
yes,
Yes.
but I'm saying you've had it, so you're now asking why it's in your bag.
Yeah, but to
You've
me,
had it. We don't know.
it's true.
It's like why do I have dice on my desk, Jeff?
We skipped over it, but in the beginning, one of the things that Durson had said was, "Go through your gear, see what we have at our disposal," and we kind of didn't discuss it.
Right, and
So that was the intent.
right, and I think that this is me being helpful and also wanting to point out the weird shit in this game. Going,
No, absolutely. I'm about digging into it. My point is, like, are these a surprise to us? Because as far
Yes.
as I'm aware, they're in our bags. Why would it be a surprise to us?
Well, your characters don't really know what they have because they don't know where they are, and their bodies are strange.
Okay,
It's
that's
a
fair.
new
That's
body.
fair. That's fair.
It's a new body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have pitched to Jeff that there is sort of like a back memory to these characters where, it's always been in my back. That's mine. But like in the front is Malix, who just came from another world and does not know what this thing is. Like there is sort of
That's
like
all I was
two
trying to
thoughts.
understand.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to stop the RP because I'm with it. I'm just trying to understand the logic behind
Yeah.
it. I'm with it.
That is my thought. That is
I'm
my
with
thought.
it.
That
Okay.
on the one hand, of course, that's always been there. On the other hand, I don't know what this is. You know.
Okay.
My counter pitch to Jay was that as far as things that you can do, you don't know you can do them, but your body does. But as far as things you can come across, there's no reason. I kind of like the idea that you're just everything you could come across is just like, what the fuck is this? With no real understanding of it.
But it's also like, why do we start with gear?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we're just appearing, why do I have gear?
There's so many questions to be answered.
So many questions.
Answered along the way of this wild journey of system overload. If you've got questions, stick along.
You got
Speaking of
questions,
answers,
so do we.
Speaking of answers, Durson's gonna reach into his bag and go, "I seem to have a feathered hat," and he puts it on.
Yeah.
And when he puts it on, a little bird shoots out of it, and it goes cuckoo, because it's a feathered hat that occasionally makes bird noises.
I'm trying to.
Would you like to
remember
trade? I don't really like my weird thing.
And you like this one?
It's better than mine. Yeah?
Sure. And he gives you the hat.
And he puts
You
on
know
the
what?
hat.
It goes cuckoo.
Wonderful.
I'm
So
not sure how these help.
Dalen will pull
I don't imagine
his
it.
little silver box out, and he pops it open, and you see a group of musicians immediately stand up, adjust themselves, and start playing music.
Oh,
Strange.
I like that one as well. Would you like a hat that makes bird noises?
And then he closes it.
Malix rummages through his bag and
I'm gonna keep this one.
looks up at you guys
Fair enough.
and goes,
I don't think I have anything of the strange mannerisms that you guys do. I don't know of anything like that in my bag.
Sucks to suck.
Oh, that is unfortunate. These are so fun. Huh? He says that as he's already looking through his bag, and he goes, and then he pops back up, and now he's got thick lenses on frames worn over his eyes, and he goes, like whatever this is, huh? Look at me, disguise. Eh? I don't know what it does, but now I've got the whole outfit. Eh?
You look ridiculous.
You look ridiculous. Eh?
I look at you guys all pulling stuff out of your bags. And so I open mine up and I pull a little blue crystal out. And I just kind of look at it for a second, and then something in my mind tells me I should put it on my sword.
Okay.
And so I do, and it just zaps into the sword. And now my sword is heavier, and it does 2 more damage.
Okay.
That's cool. I'll keep this one.
I pull out what is called a far speaker. So I basically pull out a big conical thing, and I go, "What is this?" When I talk to it, it just shoots my voice out super loud.
Oh,
Well, that was a mistake. People will know we.
Why? Why do you do that?
I didn't mean to.
well, at least we don't have to worry about stealth any longer. You do it the right away, huh?
Yes. You hear that the jungle just gets strangely quiet after that. All like the sounds of the critters just sort of stop for a second.
A smile creeps along Zalon's face.
What
and he
did
goes,
you?
Oh, that means that something big is going to happen soon, huh? Wonderful, huh? And then,
Either that, or he scared everything away.
He also is going to pull out. This might be money. And he pulls out just 9 things that look like bits of metal and like tiny cogs and washers, because that is the money in Numenera. It is called shins, and you usually get it by taking things apart.
I go, ooh, I have those, and I reach onto my belt and pop up in one of those hard pouches. That's like like a hard saddlebag, and I go, ooh, look, see, but I only have 6. 6. Sorry, what's a weird word?
They have a strange language in Menzoberranzan from where you're from, huh?
It is very strange, but it is okay. Strange is wonderful, huh? Look at the hat.
So, hopefully we have enough that we can buy a meal if we get out of here.
Wonderful.
Jay, did you check your phone?
Wondrous.
Was I supposed to? Do I have to?
Yeah. It's pertinent.
Okay. For the Malix, who claims to not have anything, you guys, for the record, it's been dark. Like, there's not really any light in this space, and I've said so before.
Oh,
His wrist, while he's saying "I don't have anything," is just buzzing constantly. It's just you just hear, you know where Malix is, because the moment you got to this dark space after the fire, his wrist just been going. Brr, 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 brr.
What is that sound? I thought it was an animal at first, but at this point it appears so it was not an animal. Huh?
It's this wrist brace. Ever since we entered the jungle, it's been vibrating.
Vibrating. Weird.
Yes.
I'll keep my hat. I don't want to trade with you, huh?
I think you're.
Does anyone have anything that makes light? It's very dark.
Yes. And I pull out one of the orbs that I'd found earlier, because I did kind of look through my stuff, and I go boink, and it hovers.
Okay.
Like a glow orb. A glow globe.
Malix looks at you.
What did you do? It stopped.
Light.
Light bulb.
Turn it off.
And then I recreate the meme. Is this light?
Is this a light?
Turn it back off.
I grab it out of the air and
I
it
hate
turns
this.
off.
Yeah.
My oddity
So
is
it
a
goes-
wristband that buzzes in complete darkness.
Just in case you couldn't, just in case you didn't know it was completely dark.
I didn't know it was completely dark. I thought it was just like nighttime-ish, so there was still light.
Yeah, so there is still no like outside light getting in, and it does describe this room as pitch dark. In the
okay,
back,
then yeah.
there's been like lights of like the machinery and stuff that you guys have run into, like the weird consoles and things, and then the other room had fire. But this room, covered in vegetation, it is dark. It is pitch.
Ooh, it seems this is food.
Oh, roll. He just ate strange food, Jay. You just gonna let that slide?
It's part of my rations.
He
It's
did
part of
He
my
did
rations.
sound
Okay.
effects and everything.
He ate it. Yeah, he ate it. I mean, if it's just rations, then it's just rations.
It's part of my rations. The last one, I don't know what option to take.
Do you like it?
How do I roll for that?
I think it's gonna be. How picky are you?
3%.
Yeah, how picky are you?
Not very.
All
Part
right,
of my
it's gonna be a
mercurial
DC.
nature.
Then low DC,
DC 6.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, DC 6.
All right, here we go. First D20 roll to see if I like something.
Nat 20.
18.
He fucking loves it.
Fucking loves it.
I like
Best
it.
cracker he's
This
ever
weird-
had.
This weird hardtack or
Fucking
whatever the
sicko.
fuck it is. I'm into it.
All right.
You
In
got
the
chili
interest,
mac.
Bread, and it's great.
in the
You got
interest of
chili
moving
mac.
things along, I would like all of you to give me a let's call it a intellect roll. Intellect is this? Yeah, intellect.
In the interest,
DC.
in the
18.
interest of understanding how I'm going to use this, my second cipher, the speed boost, can be in 3 different forms, and I need you to just tell me which form it's in. You ready? It could either be a pill, an ingestible liquid, an adhesive patch
Okay.
that activates
It's an
when
anal
slapped,
suppository.
or a usable injector.
I always like an injector. I'm a big fan of a needle.
Um,
Oh,
would
Even
I
though
be able to-
Jay personally hates that, I always love me a needle for a magic item.
would I be able to ask intellect in what regard?
Intellect roll in the interest of its perception.
Would me being clever help in that?
How would being clever help you hear something?
Okay, see that's what I was asking. Like, am I seeing something? Am I hearing
Yeah,
something?
I
If I
get you.
see something, I could discern like, oh hey, I think
I get
that's
you.
something.
Yeah, no, I get you. But we're just
Hearing.
seeing if you hear something.
I'm
What'd you say?
intuitive. Would that help me?
Intuitive. I'll allow it. I feel like that's might be a gray area, but I'll allow it. Your DC is 15. Yeah. No, sorry. I said 15. Yours is 12.
Oh, is it 15? I thought you said 18.
Then yours is 15.
He,
Hey,
I got 60.
uh,
So
I believe he did say 18. I have
Okay.
I have skill in investigating. Can that help me?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yours is 15 as well.
Sick. I also
So I allowed
I also
intuiting.
put on these
Oh.
crafter's eyes, and even though I'm not using them at all, because this isn't what I'd use them for, they are thick lenses that probably slightly magnify. Can that help?
Yeah. Sure. Drop
13?
it by 3 again. 12.
12?
For you. Yeah.
Hey, guess who hit just to 12?
So I'm trained in perception and sensing danger.
Then yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
then
Wait,
I'm good.
those are 2 separate things?
Mhm.
Drop it to 12 like him.
That's fine. I rolled a 15. I just needed 1 down.
Sure. What's up?
So if you had us roll for intellect, it was a DC 18. I have a 15 in intellect. How do I do that again?
Okay,
What
so
do
if
I
you
add
want-
or not add?
So you can
No, Ed.
use your intellect pool or edge. If you have edge, then the way it works is you can burn 3 of your intellect to gain a plus, or to drop the DC again. Like you can burn some of it. If you have edge, the 3 would only be 2 because your edge is essentially a free intellect to burn all the time.
You were using your HP to lower the
Yes.
DC.
Yeah, to lower the DC. That is one of the ways that it's called pushing. And because you guys are only level 1, you are only allowed to do it
Once
one
per
level,
day.
which, well, no, one level. You can do it all the time, but
Oh,
you
okay.
can only do, you can't, when you're higher tier, you're allowed to like really push, which means you can burn like 7 of your pool to drop it 3 levels. But for now, you're only allowed to do 1 level at 3.
What's effort for again?
Effort is the, let me double check that.
That's exactly what he's talking about. The
Yeah,
amount
that
that you can do.
I thought he was talking
Yeah,
about edge.
effort is the, yeah. No, edge is how much you take off of the penalty that you would take. It's it's free payment basically.
You
If
have
I
an
used up-
edge on someone.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're low level, it doesn't amount to much, but like you have to spend 3, right? The minimum is 3 to drop something 1 difficulty level.
Yeah.
If you have an edge of 1 in intellect, you would only spend 2 instead of 3.
Oh, okay, cool.
As you get higher, your edge gets up there, so essentially you get to the point where you can always push for free.
Okay, cool.
Once you get to like 3 edge, I'm just gonna push because I can, you know. At this level, you guys can't do that.
Correct.
Cool beans.
And you guys healed fast. You guys kind of got a feel for like damage. The game does encourage you to use that mechanic, which you haven't done yet. If you want to push, you can. Yeah, and effort is just the level that you can push at. Once you have higher effort, you're allowed to push further.
Okay. Cool. Well, I made my roll. What are your guys' rolls? I know that Henry made
16.
his.
You know, as CD Mad says that I'm echoing a while back. Did we?
No,
Did we
it's
figure
your
out
room.
if that-
It's your room.
It's
That's
just your room. You're
your
not.
room.
Oh yeah, I am in a new space, so if you hear a lot of reverb, it's because I have not quite gotten the space up to the stuff yet.
Snuff.
We can hear your ass
Yeah.
clap. It's fine.
I love
That's
it.
fine. You like that, yeah? You guys are freaks. So
We can hear the
All
clap
right.
of your dummy thick ass.
It alerted all the
Okay.
guards.
So most of you passed, I believe. After all that was said, Ulvin, what did you roll? Did you push? What did you want to do?
You don't
know,
need to.
The problem
If you don't
is
want
I rolled
to,
a
don't.
17 and I haven't decided if I wanted to push or not. I'm just not going to push.
Okay. I do believe going forward, you're supposed to tell me if you want to do all that before we roll, but I'm not going to hassle over it.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's news to me.
No, I get you. New game. New game.
That's,
I get
that's
it.
why he
Yeah.
said moving
And you
forward.
didn't. He also didn't do it, so it doesn't matter. But in the
Yes.
future, yeah, if you do want to push, you got to let me know before we make the roll. That's the negotiation happens before the roll. That being said, most of you heard it anyway, so you guys can all tell him that somewhere out in this jungle, it sounds like other people are moving. You guys kind of hacked your way a little area to camp for a second, and you can hear the telltale sound of somebody else kind of whacking at the foliage. It sounds like they're attempting to be quiet, but as they've gotten closer, you've picked up on it. You think that they might, it's hard to tell in the jungle because the sound gets eaten up, but it sounds like they're not that far away.
I look over at Durzen and I say, see, it was useful when you made the rest of the area quiet. It was easier to hear this. Very good work. Also, prepare yourselves.
I am.
And I pull out my
I'm
Tulvarines
speaking
and I
Numenera.
just start juggling them.
What'd you say, Roland?
I said the Vads are speaking Numenaries.
Yeah. For some fucking reason, the vines are speaking Numenese. So.
You speak for the trees? You speak for the trees, eh?
All right. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, I told you. I'm juggling my 2 weapons.
Did you keep your light on, or is it off at this point?
It's still on.
Okay.
Not only is it on, he turned it off and on a couple times.
With the light on,
Flash,
you
flash,
just
flash.
extra information, because with a light source, you see that this room is a jungle. It's filled with tall white and blue plants with broad leaves and even some thin thorny trees. The plants are unlike anything encountered in your lifetime, which isn't saying much because this is system overload. But even if you were from here, they'd be weird. You also see a lot of teeming insects that are like flying and scuttling around, but they seem to be mostly harmless and they don't bother you guys too much. They seem to be more interested in the light source now that you've brought into being.
I bumped the light source up a little higher so that it's not as like close to headspace because there's bugs flying around it, and it floats.
Is there anything that I have seen so far since we've been in this new world that would lead me to believe that this is the same world that I am from?
Not yet. I would not say so now.
I reach into my bag while juggling my two Varides, which are forked swords, and I grab my hammer, and I start juggling that too. I say, "Du wasn't enough, huh?"
The only thing that Roland might see is that, man, this place looks like a lot of sci-fi movies you've seen growing up.
I think.
Yes, this definitely. Roland being special, I haven't said it out loud, but Roland is certain that this is a spaceship.
This kind of reminds me of Bushido too.
Is that a language that we are meant to understand? I'm just trying.
Oh no, it's a movie.
Okay. What's the movie?
It's pictures.
I know paintings.
It's a bunch of those, but they move and tell a story.
I don't know anything about this.
Don't worry about it.
Anyways, are you guys going to prepare? Because I think there's.
I go ahead and pull my sword.
As you guys are talking, you realize that the sound kept getting closer of this other group, and they, after moving closer to y'all, have suddenly stopped. Your guess being that they have now heard you as well.
Malix is rummaging through his pack.
I am slowly pulling out my sword and readying it just in case. Also, do I have a clear line of sight or path to the ceiling if I need it?
Yeah, you do. I mean, there's foliage. It's clear, but yes, you'd have to. It's clear enough, I suppose. You can't.
Or is there like a tree that I could jump to?
You want to be in the foliage of a tree or whatever? The roof is about like. Let me see. I think they actually say the exact height of the room. Hold on. It's 50 feet high.
Okay. I don't need that high.
Yeah. So technically you can't quite see the roof because the light doesn't extend that far. But yes, you have the ability to do that.
I had an idea for something I wanted to do if it gets into a fight, but I'm going to save it to ask if I can do it when we get to the fight.
Okay. You guys start to hear.
Which direction is the sound coming from?
The sound was coming from directly ahead of you guys. When you came out of the room, and if you were facing the same direction, you heard it coming from in front.
Okay. I pull out my second globe, and then I fucking volleyball. I throw one of my knives in the ground, catch the other two, and I volleyball spike it, Bink! Straight at him. And I go, it's up.
Malix, still rummaging through his bag, no weapons drawn, is going to approach the people we hear coming.
Before
you're going to go straight toward them?
The globe's going to go toward him.
Go over the top of his head.
Yeah.
Okay. As the globe goes in, and you move forward, one of the things you eventually hear is you hear, "Akno, take it up that." And at first you have that sounds like gobbledygook, and then once again you kind of sit there and it's like, no. They said, "Who goes there?" That from the forest. Okay. And then directly after hearing that, you hear as the globe shoots into the jungle.
Okay.
4.
Malix,
and then it gets quiet again.
Malix approaching while rummaging through his bag.
Excuse me, I'm Malix. I'm not quite sure where I am. Are you willing to assist us?
And I do have positive or pleasant social interactions as a skill.
How did you get in here?
See, the thing is, I would love to be able to tell you that. But I just woke up here. I don't know anything about this world.
Who else is there? We heard other voices.
At this
There,
at this point, oh no, I haven't changed my name. At this point, Zoland has asked Durzen for his talkie thing, and he goes, if given to
He
him,
just hands it to him.
he goes,
Yeah, he just hands it to him.
Ellen Welmeta.
Ah!
there are 5 of us together, and none of us know where we are.
This seems unlikely. This is a hidden location. No one should have been in here. And we lay claim to its spoils.
You are more than welcome to the spoils. I don't want to be here. And I believe the others with me would also like to leave.
He doesn't have long before Zoland starts walking over there because he's already given him the Helen Welmet.
Yeah, so you still haven't seen this guy. But he's been talking to you. He's like,
I've
you
been
have
approaching the
arms-
whole time.
you're walking through dense foliage, like I said.
I'm just
you can
letting
do
you
that.
know
You can keep doing that.
it wasn't that like I was able to talk to him, so I stopped. No, I was still walking as I was talking to him.
Sure, you can beat in on his voice and you keep heading toward him.
Mhm.
It seems like he's, like I said, jungle makes it difficult, but it feels like he's like 20 feet in front of you. Takes a little bit to push through this. At this point, you start to hear, "Put down your weapons, and then we will check you to see if you have taken anything from here. If not, you may leave. We'll show you the way out."
And I do want to say, I'm not even sure what's in my bag, hence me looking through it. If there's anything amongst us that may be from here, would we be able to surrender it to you without consequence? Because we don't know what we have.
Weapons down first.
I have no weapons.
And
Just hacking your way through.
Making my way through.
Back him away.
Downtown.
as he says that, you step into like a small clearing similar to the ones you guys had made, and there is 2 men dressed in goggles, helmets, leather suits, gloves, and boots. They carry all manner of gear like ropes, grapnels, sacks, specimen jars, small cages, and tools. It's very clear that these guys are some sort of adventuring party, and they've come here to loot this place. They have strange facial features, and like I'm gonna go with dark red skin since I can't find a physical.
I want to
description of these
ask,
things.
and this is for flavor. You said leather suits. What kind
That
of
is what
suits?
it-
Are they like radiation suits? Are they 3-piece suits made out of leather? What are we talking here?
Is it
I like the idea because it would look very strange to like Malik's of like a hazmat suit made of leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. I like that.
Yeah,
So
that's why
yeah,
I wanted to ask. I was like, we could put some cool flavor to this.
all it says is hazmat suits, and I didn't do a deep dive on the lore to learn everything about some of these characters, sadly. But these things are called Hosei in Numenera. These
I'm not even
they
gonna look it
are
up because Malix doesn't know, so I don't know.
And Hosei are a faction more than a race. So it's like a group of dudes. But I'm going to go with they're all red skinned. They have like not quite human facial features. And you see 2 of them standing there. And as you say that,
Facial
the rest
hair?
of you in the other glade, facial hair? One of them does.
Okay.
In the glade, let's see. How many? Yeah. 2
You guys could
more.
have felt free to follow me, by the way.
Yeah, if they stayed in the glade, 2 more appear at either side of the glade that have snuck around on either side of you guys. Before they make themselves known, you guys rolled high enough that they don't surprise you, but they step out of the foliage.
Oh, I see. Tricky.
And they just have weapons ready, and it's like right after the guy had said, "Put down your weapons," and there won't be a problem.
I'm right in between, correct? Still, like I haven't
You're
heard him
just-
say
yeah.
"put down your weapons," and I'm not.
No,
in
I
their
mean-
shit.
Everybody's can hear it, but you
okay.
are just behind Malix.
Oh, okay, so I'm still on my way. I haven't caught up to Malix yet.
Yeah, you're hacking your way a little bit slower. He just kind of pushed his way through because he's small, right? Malix typically is a small.
He's slight.
No?
He's
Tall, but he's
Yeah.
svelte.
Svelte.
Okay. Got a good speed score, Malix?
I'm like Slenderman.
Oh, perfect. Whatever.
Yeah.
Point is
I
he's
do.
ahead of you. Not by much, but he's ahead of you. It's only like 20 feet, like I said.
It's okay. I'm not really rushing either. And while I'm not rushing, since I heard him say "put down your weapons," I reach into my little belt toolkit and I pull out. I have 10 feet of string, and around one of my vareds, as I said, this forked bladed short sword, basically. I tie one end of the string, and then I just kind of pocket the other end of the string.
Okay.
And
So it's so he can drop his weapon and then pull it back.
correct.
Interesting. Okay.
So I just tie one end of the string and I pocket the other one, and then I don't know exactly. Can I judge the distance here?
Yeah, as you've gotten closer, I think Malix is just visible in the foliage, and he has stopped. And it's only like 5 feet in front of you. Like
Okay.
it's very thick, but like you can see parts of Malix because he's just pushed through the foliage. But you can see him, and you see that he stops, and you can kind of see that that there's a clearing in front of him.
Yeah,
But you can't see past him yet.
absolutely. I drop one of the red with the string attached to it on my way, and then as I was hacking I hack my way through the rest of the way. And then when I get there, I just throw the reed in the ground and I go, weapons down, huh?
You've tied a string to the weapon, correct? Give me let's call it a speed roll to just see if you hide that, like if it's hidden. And then we'll call it a
You do
12.
have to remember he was behind me and through dense foliage.
Correct.
Let's call it
that,
a 9.
That would impair it a lot.
Let's call it a 9.
I also have training in deception.
We'll call it a 6.
Love it.
Get that to a 0, baby. Jeff rolls a 1. No,
I know,
I
right?
rolled a
It's
4.
still possible. Ooh, yep.
push,
Can't add nothing.
push. Oh
Yeah.
no, you can't push.
I can't push.
You got to push ahead of time. Yeah, that's the risk. So
6
you,
was low enough. It wasn't worth pushing.
you do that. He looks and he just sort of makes eye contact with Malix. I see we do not trust each other.
Malix looks at him questionable because Malix doesn't know what he's talking about. Malix says,
What have I done to betray your trust? I have no weapons.
Oh, don't worry.
Do you
He's talking
speak-
about me. I don't trust you, no. Of course not. I don't know you. You don't know me. There's no reason to trust each other. You told me to put my weapons down, but I know you are still holding yours. Huh?
Yeah, as you say that, you get a good, you guys take side of him. He's also not just armed with gear. These guys have like the dude next to him is like a dart thrower. He's carrying a broadsword at his hip, and he also has this tube with a handle attached to it that is called a heat ray emitter to anybody from the Numenera world, but doesn't mean anything to you two.
"Yeah, we think it's a lead pipe."
Yes, it is a lead pipe with a glowing end.
The the dudes who are walking into the clearing where me, Ulvin, and Durson are, do they also have guns?
No, they are armed with broadswords and spears.
Okay.
Broadsword and a spear. Let's just say, one has the other. And they're just sort of standing there with their weapons drawn, waiting for you guys. Do you guys put your weapons down at all?
Absolutely not.
Okay. No, Dalen. No. Yeah.
I look at this guy in his face and I go,
I had a feeling.
Trust is a street. That is, trust is a road that is meant to be walked both ways, huh? You don't trust us, we don't trust you. Maybe we can work things out.
The Hosai have claimed this vessel and everything in it.
Well, you can claim me. I am a being, and slavery is something that I can't get along with. Yeah. So
I had no interest in taking slaves today.
that's good. I don't want to be a slave, as I alluded to.
We simply want whatever was on this ship, and we want you to give it up without a fight.
I look over. I look at Malix and I
Are
go,
we able to hear this conversation too from where we're at?
I think you can hear the gist of it. Yeah, like he's not talking loudly anymore, but like, yeah, it's not. Everyone's close enough that you can catch the major parts of it.
I look at Malix and I go, "Did you take anything?"
I don't think any of us took anything.
There you
But
go.
we don't know what's in our bags.
Well, if we didn't take anything since we have been here, then clearly it is still all of your things. Anything
It
we
is
have
as
is ours.
simple as putting your weapons down
I
and
think
emptying your pack.
emptying my pack is quite an ordeal.
If I may speak something real quick, I kind of shout loud enough for everyone in the room to hear. Thank you very much. For the record, we aren't from here. We're not even from, I think, this world. And none of the stuff in this ship, if it's a ship, building, fucking castle, I don't know, looks like anything valuable to us. All we've seen are some fucking busted up acid eggs and a room full of fire. You're welcome to have everything in this fucking ship. We just want to get the fuck home.
And
You did not take. Hold on. You came through those rooms and you did not take them apart and loot them? What is
We're
wrong
not
with
looters. We
I
don't
do
give
not
a fuck.
believe you.
let
Listen,
me put it
believe
this
me or
way.
don't, I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to get home.
Let me ask you one question. Do you see?
And Malix pulls up his 13 shins.
Is this money to you?
Yes. Are you trying to bribe
Here,
me?
take it. This is merely bolts and scraps.
It's enough money to feed and clothe a man for a week.
You cannot have my weird money.
You. This is me telling
My nuts and
you.
bolts.
Do
This
you
is me
speak for the
telling
group?
you.
Because your friend undermines everything you say.
He's
I do
not
not
the
speak
smartest
for the
bolt.
group. I speak for myself. And to me, there's nothing here of value.
Back in the main glade, Durzen's with the other two of you, Roland and you, and he just looks at the other two there and he just shakes his head like Malix doesn't speak for them. he doesn't say anything.
No,
but he just shakes
we're
his
all sitting back here just
I
going.
look at the one that's in
No.
front of me, and I just go, until about 14 hours ago, he was a fucking frog as far as I knew.
head. Malix, what do you say?
This just goes to
It's
show
like 34 hours ago.
nothing here holds value to me. Why would I take anything? The money is scraps, my friend.
All right.
I just don't take
So
being shit
at this
around.
point, I think it's time to have you make a roll, and we'll set terms here.
Okay.
I'm going to make the challenge to be 21, and then I'm going to bump it to 24 because Jeff has done you no favors.
Yeah, that's true.
What are we doing?
I'm trying to get us out of here peacefully.
The Hosai are described here as very hostile about anyone who's in here because from their perspective, you're poachers on their shit. There's no way you would be here any other way than to be poaching their dungeon, right? Like you just teleported in here. That's insane. You're obviously a rival group. So it's 24 to start.
Okay, so I have positive or pleasant social interactions.
Okay.
I have
That'll be one.
using esoteries or abilities to influence the minds of others.
What does that mean? Can you
Uh,
describe that one better?
that's what it says in the book. So I would say that
given my positive or pleasant social interactions as an ability, using esoteries or abilities to influence the minds of others, I'm trying to influence him that I don't want any of your things. I'm trying to influence his perspective of us.
So that's a all one thing that you've listed so far?
That's two
or
different
it's
things.
Okay. So using read it again to me.
Using
esoteric-
esoteries or abilities to influence the minds of others.
It's like an incomplete sentence. Where's the rest of that? I need to know more.
I don't know where I would find that.
Almighty Game Man. So I came about a fun thing about being mercurial is I have this really fun ability.
Okay.
And it's called changeable. So when I try something and it doesn't work for me, if I try something else, just different, I get to roll twice. So I tried to deceive them, and that didn't work for me.
Okay.
So instead, I'm going to try to dissuade them. Does this make sense?
Okay.
Almost like apologize and be like, hey.
No.
No, threaten.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Intimidate, as it were.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll ask for that roll in a second.
Digging your heels in on making things harder for me.
If you
Yeah.
If you do well, I won't.
Yeah.
We'll
see. Well, maybe it'll help. You never know. Maybe the dissuasion is enough as well, because maybe it'll counter what he's already done.
And also, actually, I am blameless. I can actually use that because I am not to be held to blame for his actions. For Jeff's actions, he can't hold that against me. I'm blameless.
Sure, yeah.
Why didn't you pick Jeff to be your fucking point for that?
Well, no. They're two separate things.
Back.
They're two separate
because
things.
your blameless perk automatically makes everything.
One of the dude with the broadsword looks at Dalen and he's just like, "It sounds like you get this man into a lot of trouble." To Dalen.
So far, I'm at 3. Are all of those applicable?
The esoteric one, I'm a little confused about because my reading of
esoteries or abilities.
That's an item.
Or abilities. It says that.
Or abilities.
Using esoteries or abilities to influence the minds of others.
Okay. I swear there's got to be another sentence to that ability that you didn't write down, but I
copied and pasted everything. Like even one of them, it's so copied and pasted. It says, in addition, choose one of the following that you are not trained in, and one that you are trained in.
What's your class again? Your foci and your descriptor, the whole thing?
Malix is a clever delve who acts without consequences.
Okay, yeah, it's your whole vibe. All three of them will apply.
Yeah. Okay, and then I will also push.
Okay. All right, you can spend 3 points.
That should drop it
12.
It
an extra. So yeah, you did 3. It was 24. 21,
so that should leave it at 12.
18. No, I should put it at 15. It was at 24 to start.
Yeah, and then I use 3 skills, and then a push. So that's 4 times 3 is 12.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And I will take the 19.
Okay. Mark off the pool that you use because you do burn it.
Yep. Am I using intellect for that?
That's an intellect.
Okay.
Sure. He's gonna look at you, and he's going to say, "You are in the wrong place. You will leave now."
I assure you we are trying. The reason we stopped is because we stumbled across you guys and we wanted to make
anyone acts, if any one of them acts, it would be on you, but your face makes me think that that's just not the thing to do because you're very attractive. But just know that none of them will be safe.
Dalen's back here like...
I love that. The nightmare fuel character is now the pretty one.
I just can't blame you for what they do, but understand that I will kill you all.
I appreciate this.
And still in his soft-spoken tone, but more projecting, which I can't do. I don't want to wake up the kids. He yells out to the group,
He said we can go. Just please, nobody any funny business.
No. I said
Hands
that,
off their weapons and let's go.
I said that you must go, and I would like to look at all your packs.
Very well.
Oh, very, very good, very good. I like it. He's good. He puts on a good face. Very good.
You are free to go. Obviously, you may go. Right now.
Malix walks past him, and then just
follow.
kind of waits on the other side,
You start.
beckoning
You move
them
with
to
Malix.
come.
You move with
Yeah,
Malix. He's
I keep
the other
going.
two. The other two will start, or one of them will follow you. Roland, do you move with Dalen, or
I
you
shave my
stand your
sword and
ground?
start making my way with the rest of them.
I
All right.
As
As you
pull
guys-
that string
if you-
and yank my burrito over and catch it.
As you guys get to the second glade where they were having this conversation, the other two file in behind you, and the one holds up his hand to everyone but Malix.
I've
He's
already
like,
started pulling out my bag and opening it so we can see
open
it.
your pack.
Like I'm going through the
PSA
fucking.
style.
Yeah, we're
PSA
saying
style. Oh, don't mind the big bag of metal in there. That's just my war medals.
So,
God
all right.
damn you!
every,
They're not people, they're government agents.
what's Jeff's character's name again? Sorry.
Zoland.
Zolan, Dalen, and Roland. There's a lot of ons in this group.
Yes.
Zolan, Dalen, and Roland.
Dalen.
I want you guys to roll me a intellect check with it's more for me to be a little guy. I don't worry about changing it. I'm more curious who's going to roll lowest.
Just a little guy.
I'm just being a little GM stinker, you know?
Can Malix also roll, because he is watching? Like, he did stop and he's waiting for his group.
No,
behind
it's
this
not
guy.
that. It's
Okay.
it's literally not
14.
that. There's nothing you need to do.
16.
Okay. Who? 16? Dalen? Just want to know who rolled lowest. That's all.
20, baby.
20. Of
No,
course
sorry,
it's
it's actually
Of
19.
course it's Zolan. As Zolan finally shows up to get his pack, the guy is the dude's gonna fish around in the pack and he's gonna pull out.
No. Before he even does that, I'm gonna go. That's the other one I already checked it.
I'm going to use a GM intrusion and say that he is going to absolutely look in your pack, and there's nothing you can do to stop him short of fighting him.
Sick. That means I get
Now,
experience.
Yes, you get an experience. You can also hand an experience to any other player you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my XP, and I'm gonna hand one to Henry for being a sport through all of my.
Yeah,
Definitely not helping most of the time.
and I'm encouraged. Like I said, in this game, it encourages me to intrude 3 times in a session. So I'm trying to be good about that, and I want to see what combat looks like. Maybe I'm really pushing for it. You guys can still evade my combat scenario, but I'm pushing for it.
You know,
He's gonna
you have a
try to
map
swipe
ready?
your back.
Do you have a map ready? Typically, we do one. Oh, we haven't done one
I do have
combat yet.
No, we've not. Yeah,
So
you
one
skipped my
without-
other combat that was ready to go. You went the different direction. It's possible to go
so
back
this,
to it, but for
this
now,
might be
you
the
stick
mapless one, and then if we do another one, it'll be mapped.
I have a map, actually.
Okay.
We can go to Owlbear Rodeo right now if you wish. But for now, he's going to grab at your bag forcefully.
He grabs at my bag forcefully, and I go, hey, we were cooperating, Gaisota. It's unnecessary what you're doing.
Do you stop him from grabbing it?
I pull back a little bit. I go, whoa. I can hand it to you, eh? And then I take it off slowly. And then I open it up and shut it. And I go, perfect. And then
roll me a speed roll as he just tries to grab it from your fucking ass.
Yeah, done.
Actually, no, fuck that. It's gonna be might.
A might roll? And then
Yeah,
I
he's
roll.
gonna get his hand on it and try to pull it from you.
All right. Mighty 9.
A 9? Okay. With a 9, he snatches it out of your hand and he starts fumbling through it and he just glares at you and he smiles like this fake ass smile and you realize he's got very sharp canines and teeth that don't make sense for any race you've ever seen.
I feel like he should do the
That's not true.
dickhead TSA
I'm
move.
I'm from Dungeons and
where
Dragons,
he just
baby. I've
dumps it
seen
all
a
out on the
vampire.
floor.
What's up? Just dump it out on the floor? No.
Yeah, like
what he does is he
the
roots
TSA.
around in it. He looks at you like, you do not have much, huh? And yet, what's clearly a treasure. And he pulls out those are you
plate
still
with the face.
wearing
I'm
the
still
eyes?
wearing them. I'm still wearing them.
You're still wearing them? What else is in your bag?
The only other oddity I have, and I wouldn't say it was on my bag, I would say it's on my belt, is the speed boost syringe.
He looks through your bag,
But
gives you that
looking
smile,
through my
and
bag,
then he
I have cigarettes, a bag of light tools, that's on my hip. I have rope. I have the string I already used.
He points at the cipher on your hip, the speed boost syringe, and he's like, "Obviously, you got that here.
No, I already had it.
You will give it now."
It was mine. I did not steal it from you. It's mine.
You took it from here. It is ours.
This is ridiculous. I did not take this from here. I got here with it. It's mine.
Got here how?
I appeared.
Can I help him out?
What do you mean?
I say,
What do you
listen,
mean?
if it makes you feel any better, because I know this isn't going to go down well, I just want to go home. And I reach into my bag and I pull out a little clay figure that looks just like this guy.
What?
And I'm like, you can have this one.
No, explain, please, for me.
My oddity is a blob of clay that takes on various shapes and figures.
He looks at it. He ignores you for a second, and then why does it look like me?
It's some kind of weird, funky shit, but it's yours. You can have it. It's freaking me out.
There you go. Perfect. You take his shit, not my shit, eh?
So it freaks you out, stuff that you're not used to, huh? So it is
This
new
whole
to
fucking
you.
place freaks me out. I just want to go home.
It's fine. Just give us the stuff.
This is it. This is all I got. You can look through my bag. It's cigarettes and fucking rations and rope.
One of the dudes take.
One of the dudes over there already checked it all. This was the one thing. He's like, "This is fucking weird." When it was to him, it was just a blob of clay.
Can I see one of those? What did you call them? You smoked one earlier.
Cigarette here.
Can
I smoked it.
I go, yes. Can I have my cigarettes? I would like to smoke one. Is there a lighter on there too?
He
Give
didn't.
me that thing
The
on your
guy
hip.
over there that checked my bag earlier didn't seem to think anything of it. But dude, it's weird. Take it. I don't even care if it was mine or not. Take it.
He's gonna go ahead and have one of the dudes grab Roland's bag. They're gonna take Roland's shit.
Well, he already checked it, but I'll check it again.
No. He's just gonna take it. You said you could have it. They're gonna take your bag.
Not all of my shit. The fucking clay thing.
The clay thing. They take the clay thing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Look at that. We have everything we wanted, and now it's time to leave.
He makes no move to give you your pack back.
Mine?
No, mine.
No, yours. His. Yeah.
Look, I will need that if I'm going to go anywhere. So if you could.
So long.
What are you still doing here?
If you want
I told you to leave.
If you want to leave here peacefully, please give him the silly syringe.
Can
But
we
it
all
is
just
mine. I do not tolerate
stop with the
thieves.
fucking dick measuring contest and please just get on our way?
It is mine. I do not tolerate thieves. He is a thief.
Obviously, he's a thief. He's a fucking Tomb Raider. Let's get the fuck
Then
out of here.
everybody, let Zolan handle this, and we'll be on our way.
And Malik starts walking away.
This is fine. Let him go.
The apparent leader just levels just from his hip. He just pulls up the weird tube that he's been holding, and you see the front of it get red.
It's a gun.
Give it.
I go, what even is it? How do you use it, huh?
It's Nolan. Give him the fucking syringe.
How do you use it?
You're gonna fucking die if you don't. He's gonna shoot you with the thing.
I just want to know what it is. Do you know what it is?
It's just very important to me that you do not know how any of the things that you are all holding do, implying that you've never seen them before, which means that you probably looted them today.
I did not loot them. I just don't know what they do. I'm not from. He said it. I'm not from here. All I know is that the one end has what looks like a button, and the other end, I don't know. Is this a little needle? Do I stick it in?
Everyone who does not wish to die should drop their pack and run. And he's going to shoot Zolan.
I'm going to rip the syringe off of Zolan's belt and just hand it to the guy.
I was holding it in my hand already.
I rip it out of his hand then. And I'll fucking roll a speed roll against you. Or my
Let's roll a speed roll for Roland to try to see if he can move faster than this is about to kick off.
He wanted it to be a fight. I'm just letting
That's
it be
20.
the fight he wants. I'm letting it be the fight he wants.
Was it a nat 20?
We want to try the game, right? I gave him experience points for this. I can't.
Was
let
it a
him
nat
down.
20?
Yeah.
Did you roll a nat
Yeah.
20? You're not
That's
even
a
going to
nat
ask
20.
what the stats are, huh? A nat 20 speed roll will. Okay. Oh, we haven't done this yet. Sorry. Let me check a rule here. There is rules for nat 20s. You get a major effect. If a roll was an attack, it deals 4 additional points of damage. If the roll was something other than attack, the PC gets a major effect in addition to the normal results of the task you're trying to perform. If the PC spent points from a stat pool on the action, the point cost becomes 0. So if you pushed yourself, you would not spend the points, which is great. But otherwise, it's similar to what my podcast would call a story point. You move so quickly. What would you like to add on? What would you like to zhuzh this up with when you move and give him the speed thing?
This isn't me trying to pitch ideas, just asking for my own knowledge. So would that be like, okay, his goal was to snatch the syringe, hand it to the guy. He nat 20.
Yeah.
He snatched the syringe, handed it to the guy, and took the bag away from him. Like, would that be?
I mean, it's up to Roland.
Yes,
What,
it is.
like-
I'm asking if that's in the realm of yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It says major effect. To me, that means a pretty big extra thing. To give you an idea, it's also, I know that you guys should also have major and minor effects that are part of your characters, depending on what you picked for your character stats. I don't know what those are though. I think mostly they revolve around combat, so we don't need to go there if you don't want to.
I have impressive display.
Okay.
And fleet of foot.
Oh, what's fleet of foot do?
It's a +1 speed point.
Yeah, but you can also. That's not all it does. Fleet of foot also.
Yeah, you can move a short distance as part of another action. You can move a long distance as your entire action or turn. If you apply a level of effort to this ability, you can move a long distance and make an attack as your entire action for a turn.
Oh, I don't think that's.
Yeah.
Is that a major effect?
No, those are
those are just abilities you have.
Those
Yeah,
are
that's
abilities.
unrelated.
So your major effect is major and minor effects are going to be under your foci. They're
Would it be
they're
hover
not
and know
set
what
in
to do?
stone. They are something that you figure out, or at least that's what it is
Yeah.
for me. Because they're for both the mind, it's just suggestions. It doesn't say here's what you can do, but it suggests like while out of phase, you also have an asset to your speed defense tasks.
Then the one I think would be mine would be know what to do, which is you can act immediately even if it's not your turn afterward on your next turn. Any action you take is hindered. You can do this one time, although the ability is renewed each time you make a recovery roll.
Once again, that's an ability. It's not a major effect.
Then I have no idea.
So
the major effect, you do control gravity, Kurt. Correct?
Yeah.
That's your foci. Your foci major effect, as an example, it says an important item on the target's person is destroyed. typically, I think the major effects are written like combat, but that is the vibe that yours gives you. Like,
Right. You can wing it. You can be like, hey,
yeah, you can just tell me something.
I
You
want
don't
this
have
to
to
be
go
my
with
major effect and this to be my minor effect. I don't know if you have to set whatever they are in stone or if you can wing it every time.
Yeah.
I think that as they are truly there for an example of to be creative. I think in my would be my guess on them. So, what do you want to do? Be creative about it. You can do a little extra.
What I was originally going to do before I found out about all this major effect stuff was I was going to grab the syringe out of his hand. I was going to press it against this guy's chest, not like into it, but like against it, like as a here you go.
Sure.
And just be like, we're done here, kind of diffusing the situation. Maybe push the two of them apart a little bit. But as my other thing, I'm also going to knock this guy's blaster pistol, his ray gun, not out of his hand, but just away from the direction of my party mate so he doesn't get turned to ash.
That's fine. An example of a major effect in combat is you can force a foe to drop an object that they're holding. Yeah. So
I'm just going to kind of put my hand on his wrist and direct it away as I put this thing on his chest. Like, we're done here. Calm down. Okay. Let's all just calm down.
Great use of a nat 20. I'm going to say, if you guys do not want to get into combat, that will end it. You'll move up. We'll move on. We've made the trade. He got what he wanted, and Roland has diffused it with a impressive display of speed.
I will be nice and allow that to stop it, but I want you to know I was shocked, ready, and loaded to move.
I know. So
I want to ask the whole reason
out of character. Do you guys want Zolan to punch this guy?
Out of
character, take a vote.
Out of character, I really don't care.
No,
the whole reason that Malix was rummaging through his bag is he was going to use the travel bubble. It's one of his ciphers. It's a travel bubble that's impervious and protective. A protective hovering bubble for up to 10 hours.
Okay. Goofy. All
right.
I
could just.
So he looks at Roland like shocked because Roland just sort of like moved like 15 feet and did that like in a right. He's like, where the fuck did you come from? He looks at you, he nods, he kind of looks at Zolan like, next time we see each other, and then he just nods over his head, and the guys start to kind of look at the stuff.
When he looks at me like that, I lean in, I nod, I give him a wink, and when he gives me back my shit, I blow him a kiss. Thank you.
Yeah. He hands you what the regular shit that's in your pack back to you, and he just like waves you on. And then he says, if you wish to the exit, follow our path. There's a rope leading to the exit.
That was the only useful cipher I
had. I look at this guy's gun while I'm kind of holding it, just to kind of like analyze it a little bit. Does this look like it's Earth technology to any degree?
Did you take it from him, or
I didn't take it from him, but I'm holding his hand, and I glanced down at it.
Sure. No, it is described as a heat emitter ray. It looks like an incredibly powerful like heat gun that you would use as like a tool, right? Like that you would mold plastic or something with. But it looks amped up to you. Yeah. Like, oh, that's like a laser beam thing. Like it's once again kind of sci-fi.
Yeah.
Just want to point out that I totally didn't have my detonation desiccating wrist launcher ready to go.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to hear what that's supposed to do?
Yeah. I would love to hear what it's supposed to do.
When I use it,
right?
So when I use it in a radius, because I have the wrist part, so it has a long range to it. Burst in an immediate radius, draining moisture from everything within it. Living creatures take damage equal to the cipher level. Water in the area is vaporized, and it's a level 6.
Ooh, that's big damage.
Did he just say he used it, or is he just describing?
No.
Just describing.
Just describing. I was
Okay.
ready to launch it.
Just excited. I guess I'm just excited to get to a scrap.
I just want to point out too on my end, the hand that I was using to hand this guy the syringe back has a wrist blade on it. That is just a automated blade that fucking shoots out of the wrist.
Yeah, no,
and it was pointed at his throat.
As you guys move away from each other, there's this very tense. Okay, all right. Look from everybody involved. Everybody puts their weapons away. There's this like tense respect for you guys.
Next time, don't steal from me. Okay, goodbye. Over.
Likewise.
I never stole from anyone.
Follow our path, and there is a rope leading out. You must climb out of here with the rope.
Not a thief. And as soon as we're far enough away, I go, fuck that guy. I don't want to go through that rope, and I don't give a shit about these stupid threats, huh?
Maybe we should use the rope and then cut it down after.
Maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe we should...
I like that. I like that a lot.
Actually,
or we could just steal their ropes.
I also like the idea of stealing their rope. We could just steal their rope.
That is also an option.
I mean, I'm very flexible. Eh? Also, I want to know what the fuck else is in here now. Because if they want it now, I want it. You never know when it could be useful.
Right when they turn their backs to us,
really
we
what you
just
want
stab
to do.
them all in the back and we kill them all and take all their stuff.
Well, I mean, apparently hitting him with the Uber, the dry setting on the dryer, he can just insta desiccate their whole group.
Hey kids,
That's
you
all-
want to
that's
know what it's like to be in the sun?
Yeah, he's gonna
it
put
is
him under
only
the
in an
instant heat
immediate
lamp.
area,
Let me
though,
show
so
you
they have to be
Japan's
really
information.
close.
It's a tight packed
long
jungle that they're
range.
hacking through.
Yes, but they have to be close together.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's still long range,
What?
which means it has a wide area of effect.
It says in an immediate area.
our good friend Ulvin said he
And
needed
it
to
has-
be done by 9.
Short range and long range.
Yes, it's
Needed
9,
to be
Ulvin.
done
Do you
by
want to push,
9.
or do you want to be done?
Needs
I
to
had to
be
get up
done.
at 4 a.m.
Do you guys go and check out the direction they say, or would you like to do something else as our cliffhanger for the episode?
I vote to steal the rope.
Yeah, I vote to just go exit the place and steal the rope.
I don't want you to think that you need to investigate this dungeon, though that would make it very easy on me. You may do whatever you think
less
makes
fun.
sense for the characters. Yeah,
I investigate the room.
there. The jungle.
No, the one
It's
around
jungle.
now.
Yeah, it's jungle.
So you do follow where the rope is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I get out of the.
Okay.
I mean, like, if I stay in this room, we're going to have a fight. And
Yeah.
and
So
everybody
the
in my party
big
has
room.
made it clear that they don't want to have a fight. So
That's not the case.
If you guys climb the rope to get out of here, then you guys find yourselves.
Oh, is that just to get
in-
out of this single room?
Yeah, this room's huge.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a big old jungle. It is described as being 50 feet high, and where was? It doesn't really say how big it is. It's just hundreds of feet wide, and it seems to be
And-
circular.
Just to clarify,
From what little you see.
from Henry's perspective, he's not trying to avoid fights. I'm just playing the character. My
Yeah,
character is a smooth talker,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna talk.
Like I said, hey, like I said, I know it's weird to sort of break all the immersion and just be like, hey, do you guys want him to punch this guy? It's a vote, because sometimes it's like, hey, my character would avoid this fight, but I want you to start it.
Yeah,
I've told
I mean-
Jeff the same with characters in my past.
Yeah.
That my character would never start this fight. I want it to happen.
But I want it to happen. Absolutely. Well, here's the thing. I would have still started that fight. But when a second person rolled to stop the fight, I was like, well,
The
I'm not
Hosei,
gonna-
are there. You may fight them at your leisure.
From Roland's perspective, this is a fight that didn't need to happen, right?
All right.
This is
Back
this
on track.
egos
Sorry,
getting the
guys.
better of themselves.
We don't need to Monday quarterback it. I love what you guys are doing, but Ulvin is on a time schedule, so I do need to know the last little bit of what you decide to do.
Yeah, I
because
want to
that'll help
investigate.
you
I want to
plan.
investigate on the way out. Can I investigate on the way out? How about that?
Yeah.
See if I see any other ways out.
You do not find any other way out. This room seems to. Well, sorry. If you look around the jungle room, you do find that there is a set of stairs that seem to lead down. If you go to the south.
Okay, but
if
we
you
came
follow,
from down.
no, you came from east according to this map.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, you came from west for according to this map. If you go south, you do find a set of stairs that seems to go down, and if you do what they say, you find another room with the ladder, I believe. Let me just.
Okay, so I'm gonna just on the way out, on the way towards the thing, I'm gonna say, just so you guys know, I looked around, I saw a set of stairs over there, but it does go down. This appears to go up if we want to leave.
Henry, we're already in rivals. Really, my man?
Bruh.
It's in the back.
Couldn't wait.
Not even waiting for it. Didn't even get cold. All right, so you go to this room. You climb up the ladder.
Rope.
You find the rope. Yeah. Sorry, I have to find where it actually gives the description of the room.
Malix takes the rope, by the way.
The smell that rises from the widened hole is one of chemicals and rot, an underlying odor that is there and then gone. But you guys have already been through the jungle. You know why it smells like rot. The chemicals are new. This hole appears to lead into the shaft, and the walls and ceiling are overlaid with the walls and ceiling are overlaid strips of synth, which is similar to plastic. For Roland, he would recognize it as like a plastic material. And the floor consists of a translucent material that bows slightly when you step on it. The area below the floor is a shadowy expanse that leads to the jungle, broken occasionally by blinks and streams of glowing colors. Yeah?
I'm from a world with alchemists. Do I recognize a flammable chemical smell?
The chemical smell is more of I think it's the plastic. So no, I don't think you recognize that smell at all. It is a very odd smell to you in particular.
Then I'm going to ask one last question. He pulled up the rope.
Sure.
Do I think if I toss down a torch, I'm likely to set the whole fucking place on fire?
A jungle?
Mm-hmm.
A rotting jungle.
You think that if you would need more than a torch because you think that it's too wet.
Not
it is a swampy jungle
because Ulvin can absorb all moisture.
Now that is a different story if you wish to start a fire.
I look down and I look at everybody and I go, if it wasn't so wet down there, I would I'd pull out a torch and I go, throw this down lit.
Why waste a torch? Not light a cigarette.
I say because that is it's not guaranteed to start a fire. This is guaranteed to start a fire.
So I can go down there and make it more kindly.
I look around.
And Malix holds the rope back out to him.
Jump cut. if this is what
go down.
If he's gonna fucking do this, I was straight up jump cut to you guys sitting around the hole that used to be down there as just fire roars out of it, and you guys just cooking fucking marshmallows.
Yep.
Yes. 100%.
Important question: do we hear screams?
Yeah. No, the sounds of screams. You guys are just doing marshmallows because here's the thing. They never found the south exit down the stairs, which means that the only way to leave the room is to go through the fire-trapped hallway.
So either way, they're getting roasted.
It's fire no matter what. It's fire all the way down.
And you were worried we weren't going to have a fight. We killed them.
I mean,
we just did a short form.
Yeah. You can mark if that is what you wish, Ulvin. You may mark off that item because I do believe everything is single use. But we can call that a victory. I will use my GM intrusion to call it early tonight, and you can all get an experience point for the fun of it because that was quite clever use of your abilities and items.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Because while I don't think a jungle would burn, I do think that if you fucking desiccated a 10 by 10 square of it, that would be plenty hot and ready to burn the rest. Yeah, that would start the kindling nice.
What is long range considered in this? Because it was a long range one too.
Long
It
range,
doesn't
you
matter.
can
I
fire
give you
it
the
like
rope. You can
100
go
feet,
down. You
I
can do
think,
it
or
from
more.
above.
It's pretty far.
Yeah, he probably just shot it down from the hole, and then I
Yeah,
tossed
you
it-
probably didn't even need to go down there. Yeah.
Yeah, I tossed the torch.
Unless
out
you
the way.
really
I
insisted
flicked
on
the
finding
cigarette
them and
like,
hitting them with it.
like Wade.
No, I don't want to start that.
I look around and I go, gentlemen, good work. Gentlemen, good work, huh? Good work. I start shaking hands. So it's
Doctor. All right. Hey, everybody. Sadly, we are very busy people. Some of us have really important adult bullshit to get to in the morning, and we hate you for it, Olfen. And so we are going to call early.
Here. Hold on. Let's put it this way. It's a prevailing wage job, and I'm making almost triple what I make an hour to do this.
Yeah, take that.
Kind of important.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure.
I understand completely.
Find more important than this, playing a stupid game on the internet for strangers.
You won't sit on my lap anymore.
For approximately 4 strangers.
Yeah. Come on.
Actually,
We love you, by the way.
for
All 4 of you.
approximately 3 strangers.
Oh,
And
man,
in
they
fact,
left.
2 of those
That's
are
rude.
actually Ulvin's friends.
What's that supposed to mean? They're friends of the stream.
Yeah, but
True.
you know them.
His friends are
Trust
our
me.
friends if they're here.
Yeah.
Once again,
I mean,
we
it
were
can
Torchlit
continue
Tavern.
in a
This
different
is
manner.
system overload, and I was the dungeon master. Sorry, game master for Numenera. I played Durzen as
Busy
well,
diddly.
though he doesn't talk much in this adventure because it's just more fun to let these idiots go wild.
Fair.
Jeff, do you
You're not
mind
wrong.
taking it from here and getting us out of here?
I'll take it from here. I've been Jeff this evening, as per usual. I'm here pretty much every time you see our channel on, and unlike usual, I wasn't behind the screen. I was behind a character sheet. I was Zolan, the mercurial Jack, who exists partially out of phase. And I hope you've enjoyed my portrayal of the jungler himself. It's been quite fun. Joining me this evening has been Henry.
And I want to just throw one little thing out there. I just started my Spotify music in the background on random, and City by Hollywood Undead came on. Let's watch the city burn from the skylight on the top of the world.
Wait, that one's bad too. That's bad timing.
That's fucking
That's perfect timing.
perfect.
That's perfect.
It's very good.
And I was playing the smooth talker Malix tonight. Malik Stone is a clever delve who acts without consequences, and I think I've been
Nailed it.
on the nose with that.
Yeah, he nailed it. Really nailed it today.
Really got it. Also playing with us tonight has been Tony.
Hi, I'm Tony. I play Roland, the intuitive glaive who controls gravity, and I also just started Spotify, and I don't want to set the world on fire to start playing. So you know,
About fire. All
It's a
about
theme.
fire.
And lastly, joining us before
Great fire.
he has to go to sleep for his money-making responsibilities, gross, has been Ulvin.
Disgusting.
Hi, I'm Ulvin, aka Left for the Last. I played the quiet Dalen this time around, who's the glaive with fucking lightning in his veins. Was itching to start a fight, but also really didn't want to do something so laborious. It's
Oh,
a
don't
little
worry. There's
lazy.
plenty of fight left. It's okay.
I did not start a music profile this morning, and I don't have music playing, but I'm here for it.
Hell yeah. So that has been us. Thank you for joining us for System Overload as we overload our way through a myriad of different TTRPG systems. This specifically is Numenera. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. We're going to continue this not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that. This Friday, if you happen to like my silly face and several of these other guys' silly face, you can join us for Mythcraft Country, where we play a different system. It's called Mythcraft. And we have fun doing that.
Love it. Love it.
We picked a fight that we actually had to run from.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So unlike this game, They actually picked the fight that they couldn't win. I didn't know they couldn't win it. Tactics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
But we'll see how nice I treat them next time when we get back to that this upcoming Friday. Catch us for that. Also, if you enjoy anything on Torchlit Tavern, please go check out our podcast, DM'd by the lovely Jameson, and it is in the regular old basic Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, but we've been doing it for a while. You know it, you love it. It's a classic. A great riddle play with a wonderful story. Please join us there as well. And finally, we're getting into Mythcraft Country this Friday. I'm going to make it brief. Hey, if you happen to like podcasts anyway, go check out Mythcraft the podcast as well. That's, they're doing good. I'll talk more about that on Friday. I'll see you all then. I appreciate your patronage, and I hope to see you more. Until then, I only have one thing to say to
Get laid.
No. Tell good stories.
Tell good stories.
Tell good stories.
I think I'm going to change this
transmission.
to